Hey YouTube, it's Mission15 here. This is going to be a short video of me, quote-unquote, unboxing this iPhone 6s because it's already been opened as you can tell, but I thought I'd make a video on it anyways. So as you know from my previous video, I was having a lot of problems with the Samsung Galaxy S6, so obviously I had to get a new phone, which led up to me getting this. Now, I think it's a great phone. I'm going to get into detail of why I think it's a good phone. Obviously, it doesn't have some features that the Samsung S7 or S6 had that I liked, but yeah, I'll get into it. So let's take this off right here. Now, every iPhone has always came with this. It's a little pamphlet that comes with Apple stickers and, you know, a little notice of how to use your phone. But what's kind of cool is, and I don't know how long they've been doing this because I haven't gotten an iPhone brand new for a while, but they include a SIM card removal tool again. Now, they've actually stopped including those for iPhones with iPhones for quite a while, and I don't know why, but they are now including the SIM card removal tools again. And I think that's really cool because those things come in really handy and they really help when you need to remove your SIM card, obviously, because without it, you got to find a paper clip or something. But anyways, moving on to what else is in here. You got the documentation of how to use your phone. You got, you know, pictures of it. And there should be Apple stickers. Everyone loves Apple stickers right here. Got 2 Apple stickers, as always. Now, let's not get into the phone quite yet. If I can get it out of here, I don't want to get everything out of the box. Okay, there we go. And now let's open the bottom part of the box out. And we got a lightning cable. I haven't used it, and I'm probably not going to use it because I got plenty of these. We got a wall adapter. Probably not going to use this either. I got more of these than I do with the lightning cables. And I got some earpods, which I also have plenty of. So if anybody wants any of this, you can leave a comment and maybe I'll just give it to you. Or maybe I'll do a giveaway on this stuff because I really don't need anything that's in the bottom of this box. So if anyone wants it, leave a comment and I don't know, maybe I'll give it away. So yeah, that's that basically. Now let's get onto the phone. Now, I put the plastic back on it again just to make it seem like an actual unboxing. So let's take that off. Everyone always enjoys the sound of taking this plastic off of a new phone, so here we go. It doesn't really make that sound as much because it's not really on there as well as it was to begin with, but yeah, listen closely and you'll be able to hear it. Yeah, in every unboxing video I've ever seen, everyone just always enjoys taking that off the screen, and I can understand why. It's a satisfying feeling. But yeah, so we got the phone here. Now, one thing I like with this phone, and I haven't used iPhone since the 5S, so and I've never had a 6S before that actually works properly, because it's just too new of a phone, and the older phones are usually what I buy broken to fix and resell. So yeah, what I really like is you put it down. I don't know if the other phones do this. I know the 5 and 5S don't do this, but all you gotta do is pick it up, and it's on. It just turns on that easily. You don't need to even hit a button at all. It just, when you pick it up, it just turns on. Now, one thing I don't like though is that you gotta click the home button, and then it will unlock. But you can't really tell because my thumb is registered for the Touch ID, so it'll just automatically unlock right when I click the button, so you wouldn't think that it actually has a lock on it. But if I do the same thing with my index finger, you'll see it says try again and it doesn't go in the phone. So yeah, I really don't like how you gotta click the home button before you put your finger on it to get into your phone. But I mean, it's just a minor thing, like a minor annoyance really. As opposed to all the things that this phone does right. That's just one thing that it doesn't do right. And I'm getting a whole bunch of notifications here. Get rid of those. Alright, and moving on to something else I noticed with this phone, it has live wallpapers. Now, clearly that's been something that Android's been doing since like 2.1, I believe, or maybe even before 2.1. But yeah, like Android's always been on top of having features, which is one thing I like about Android, but obviously that leaves it with shitty battery life, which is something I don't like. But like I'm saying here, they have live wallpapers now, so I can actually make this move by holding the screen and moving it different directions, and that's something that I find kind of neat, how you can do that now when you could never do something like that on an iPhone before. The iPhone seems to be doing all this stuff that Android's doing, but they're just doing it slower, like they're adding all these things that Android could already do later in their life. Like now they're adding in custom keyboards, live wallpapers, all the stuff that Androids had since like gingerbread, really. And it's funny that they're getting it late, but I mean, at least they're getting it. It's making their phones really competitive against the Android phones. So yeah, I like that. This phone is really great like that. And also another thing I like with this phone is if I go to my music here and get rid of that, I said. Um, I like how you can just double tap, not even click the home button, and it just lowers the screen to the middle point. See, like it just lowers it to the middle point, so if you're holding with one hand, it makes it easier to touch everything on the screen. That's a cool feature that they have. I think they introduced that on the iPhone 6. 6, no, not the original 6, but the 6 Plus, because it was so big that people had to use that a lot to be able to touch everything on the screen with one hand. So that's really cool that they added that. And I also like, I'm gonna have to, alright. I like how they added these new little neat things into the iMessage. Like you can touch this heart here, and that's not the right one, is it? No, there we go, the heart. And you can draw like you would on Snapchat here. Sorry for the bad quality, but you can draw like, come on, you can draw like you can on Snapchat. You can do these little pulse things, like if you hold it down long enough. I don't want to do it because it's going to send it to this person, because there's no way to cancel it after you're done, touching the square here. But you can write in it. You can do anything with it. You can go on video here, and you'll see that I'm videoing. Oops, right there. And shit, I took a picture. Oh well. At least you can cancel the pictures. That's something good that you can do. You can't cancel the drawings, but you can cancel the pictures. So yeah, but when you take pictures and videos, you can even write over them like you would be able to on Snapchat, and you can do live videos, and it'll have the writing like it would on Snapchat. It's basically just like Snapchat built into iMessenger now, and I'm not quite sure if this is on the newest version of iOS 10 on older iPhones, because I just don't care that much to check, but if it is, that's really cool. But if it's not, then they should really put it on all the devices, because that's something that I think is definitely a selling point. And honestly, though, I think Snapchat's probably going to be dead pretty soon, because everything is taking ideas from Snapchat. So the iPhone's taking ideas from Snapchat for iMessenger, and Facebook is also taking ideas from Snapchat with the Messenger app, how it has stories at the top of the Messenger now. So I don't know if Snapchat's even going to really last very long, because everyone's taking their ideas. But yeah, it's cool how this phone has that in the iMessage, or the iMessages now. So yeah, I really don't know what else to talk about with this phone. I've described everything that I like about it, and all the features I like and all that. So I'm just going to show around the phone basically really quick, and that'll be it. So what's that? I got an email there. So yeah, there's the headphone jack, which you will not see on an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, which is stupid, but they removed it because they didn't want to pay the patents to the people that made the headphone jack, and they wanted to save money. Apple's been trying to save a lot of money recently, so despite what they say, for them taking that out to save room in the phone, that's not true. The only reason why they did that is because they didn't want to have to pay the creators of the headphone jack money. So you can imagine with all the iPhones that have been created, them not having to pay for the headphone jack is making them quite a bit of money. So that's why they did that. Now the speaker with this phone, you can see the speakers right there. The speaker, I'm going to be honest, the speaker is kind of shit. Let me see if I can play a song real quick just to demonstrate how shit it really is. I don't want to play something that's too popular because it's going to get a copyright strike. So let's see if I can just find an unpopular song here. Okay, this is definitely underground here. This shouldn't get a copyright. So let me try turning it up all the way. Now this is all the way, and it's not very loud at all. It's like, it's as loud as my voice pretty much. Get rid of these notifications. So yeah, like this is up all the way, and it's not very loud at all. Like, to be honest, the iPhone 4S is louder than this. And I know it's a bad song, but it's on an album that has some other good songs in it. So yeah, that's why it's a really shitty song, and I have it on my phone. But yeah. Oh wait, yeah. Another thing is, I really hate the new music app. The old music app I thought was a lot better. I don't like how they have like this little page thing going on here, where when you open up the actual, track, how it has like a little page that you pull down. I don't like that at all. I don't like the way that they have the new music app laid out at all, because it seems that what they want you to do the most in this app is pay for their music service, their Apple Music. And I see it says get 3 months free right there. And it keeps on promoting it and putting you to that page because they want you to buy their Apple Music. But like, why would you do that when you have music on your phone already that you want to listen to that you don't have to pay for? It's just Apple trying to make money. That's the best. That's the most common thing that they do, is just try to get money every possible way they can, and try to save money every possible way they can. Clearly, with the new iPhone and the build quality going to shit and all that. But I mean, there is things that they still do right, but unfortunately, the music app is not one of them. This music app, it even looks like it's built shit. Like, look at the font there. That font looks like something that you would use, in a middle school on a shitty computer from the 90s. So, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's built that well, in my opinion. And I don't like how it directs you to get their music or their Apple Music or whatever it's called, rather than put you into your playlist of your own music that you got from the computer. So yeah, or that you even bought from the Apple Store. So, or not the Apple Store, the iTunes Store, or whatever. So yeah, that's that. Music app is shit. And let's see, what else can I show here? Oh yeah, there is another cool thing with this phone, and it's actually that it has a taptic engine, I believe they call it, inside the screen, or not inside the screen, but maybe like underneath it. That allows it to detect how much pressure you put on the screen. So what that actually means is that if I put pressure on the screen on an app, it'll give me quick options like to take a selfie, record video, record slow-mo, or take a photo. So it doesn't do that with all the apps, I don't think. Well, it does it with most of them, I suppose. But great, my email's showing now. Feel free to spam that up with a whole bunch of notifications. Not really, but I'm sure it's gonna happen now. So yeah, clock. Most of them do it, and that's kind of neat. So that's another thing that's cool on this phone. But other than that, there's really not much I can think of that I haven't already mentioned. So yeah, this phone is a pretty nice phone. It does a good job, and I think that this is actually the last good iPhone. Even though the iPhone 7 is still a success, I would never buy it because it doesn't have a headphone jack, and I know that it's built cheaper than the older iPhones. Even though it is waterproof, it's still built cheaper, and this is the last good iPhone in my opinion, or the last decent iPhone in my opinion. The last good iPhone in my opinion has to be the 4S, just because the 4S has a great speaker, it's built well, you can never bend that thing. You've been hearing all these problems with iPhones being able to bend in people's pockets when they sit on them and stuff, like, or not even when they sit on them, just from walking with the iPhone in their pocket, it just somehow bends over time. So yeah, like the 4S is, in my opinion, the last well-built iPhone, and unfortunately, what Apple does is the older iPhones get, the less they try to optimize the OS. So the phones actually seem to be slower and lag, like you see with the iPhone 4S and iPhone 4. But if they actually put work into designing the OS and getting the kinks out of it, there wouldn't be those types of flaws. They purposely leave those flaws in there to make the phone seem slower than it actually is, to make you buy the newer phones. So that's just a little tip for you guys. If you guys got older iPhones, don't update them, because Apple's going to purposely try to make the phone worse than it is, so that you buy a newer one. But yeah, great phone. I really recommend you guys get the iPhone 6S, and I definitely recommend you get it over the iPhone 7. So that's going to be it for this review, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and please leave a comment, rate, and subscribe. And for those people that dislike before you even watch my video, just GTFO. Like, for real, just GTFO. I'm sick of these people disliking without even watching my video just because they're trolls and haters. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and peace out.